that you're really just not like a crazy, silly fan. You are a person who had really, you did a lot of work for her. She was very receptive. You spoke with her on the phone several times. You were a super fan. I mean, not crazy fan, but you were a fan of hers.
No, I was a super fan. I was. I didn't even know her, but
you promoted her, and and then all of a sudden, maybe people were jealous on how close you and her were getting. Perhaps, maybe that's where the animosity started from within the group. But I just want to make it clear that you were kind of like a radio announcer, but you had your own TV show and you promoted her and you loved her. And so I don't understand how all that animosity and all that hatred, because you told me some really wild things. Now, there's a young Kristen. What's her name, that actress?
Oh, Kristen Johnston.
Yes. Now, what were all those things she was listing in her blog? Things that were said about who? You?
Okay. Kristen Johnston had all. Okay, the person who's attacking me right now has also attacked Kristen Johnston, Margaret Josephs, Brandy Glanville. She has a career of attacking people. It's the same. People pay her to do this. So, allegedly, Siggy Flicker paid this person to take down Margaret.
Oh, wow.
Okay? Perez Hilton wrote a article on his blog about how Leanne Rimes was paying somebody to harass Brandy Glanville over Eddie Cibrian. And it was, guess who? The same people who are harassing me.
Huh. Can you mention the name of the company?
Well, I guess I can, because through DMs and texts, this Twitter and Facebook user, Laura of the Light, who I posted several screenshots on my timeline on Twitter to prove what I'm saying right now today, told me, in effect, that Buckwheat is Vinny, who is the proprietor of A Diamond Public Relations, and that is a person, allegedly, who is harassing me and my husband, who has nothing to do with any of this.
Wow.
A Diamond PR.
A Diamond PR. Wow.
A Diamond PR.
So now, is that the same person as the A Buckwheat?
Well,
that we think.
You gotta think of it like this. A Diamond PR can't have a personal account where they talk they talk bad things about people. So obviously, they're going to have a side account. If A1 Buckwheat has nothing to do with Siggy or A Diamond or anything else, then why is she doxing me and my husband, who has nothing to do with this? Why is she putting out all of our private information out? It makes no sense why this A1 Buckwheat, who has nothing to do with Siggy, other than the fact that she works for his lawyer by her own admission to me.
She works for Siggy's lawyer.
That's what she told me in a DM, which I have the proof of that. But what Laura told me, and
now, who's Laura? Who's Laura?
Laura of the Light.
Okay.
She's another Twitter user. And backpedaling to what you said about Kristen Johnston, if you read Kristen Johnston, if you saw what she had to say, she named this person who is the one who she is, and they have a very nefarious past of doing what they're doing to people, what they're doing to me. Laura told me that Vinny is Vinny Spina of A Diamond PR. Laura told me that Vinny is Tony. A1 Buckwheat goes by the alias Tony Malika. Now, there is one Tony Malika in the state of New Jersey. She's 56 with a heavy Italian accent and knows nothing about the Housewives.
Yeah.
That's the only known record of this woman in the state.
So I just wish I could understand why they targeted you. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe it was just a jealousy issue. Maybe, I don't know, like that's the only thing I could think of. It's really a shame that people really have to resort to that and that she associates herself with those kind of people. I mean, and this bitch was like embarrassed by Teresa and Melissa throwing a cake at each other outside the Boca Resort at the marina. So, like, I mean, I can't believe it if she can associate herself with, people that do things like that to fans and fan club members and stuff like that. I just don't get it. I don't know.
Well, Siggy in a text to me said that she would never surround herself with negative people,
Right?
And that that Vinny is that she met through Dolores, and that Vinny is an amazing person. But Vinny is a disbarred attorney who stole a lot of money from her clients, some of which were police.
So now this Vinny, Ziggy knows as well, correct? And who is Vinny to Ziggy?
Well, according to Siggy, Vinny is just a friend that she met through Dolores. But according to Twitter, I mean, Vinny. Well, according in real life, Vinny owns a Diamond PR, and as much as Siggy may say that that's not her publicist, I mean, they've been publicizing her. It's hard because I don't want to speak out of turn,
right?
But from what Laura told me, and from what the conversation I had with Siggy on the phone. And from what, I read about, what Kristen said and, the other article about what Grace said from the Queens of Media, they're the same person. It's just, they're the same person. And, whoever Buckwheat, Vinny, Tony,
whoever those three people are, they're the ones that are causing you all this trouble with you, your husband, and posting false information, bringing up very personal information from what I heard from you, and posting that on the internet.
At last night, they posted. Now A1 Buckley posted, who has she posted my husband's criminal charges. To be honest, my husband had a pot possession in Florida 6 years ago that we have retained an attorney for, and we are fighting because Florida is decriminalizing pot and this, that, and the other. And she posted his charges online last night, and many other times.
Now, can't you get an attorney for this?
For the for what I'm going through right. Wait, let me tell you what else she's done. She posted his mugshot. Right now, her pinned tweet is a tweet of me in my video saying saying that people should shoot people in the head. And it was a crop video of me on my broadcast. The broadcast, I had a moment where I lapsed, and I was very emotional during that broadcast, and I said, somebody should shoot Denise in the head, and I'll bury her under my house.
Yeah.
For the crap she pulled about my mother, and I was emotional and whatever. Listen, I am sorry I said that. It was but it was just not the wrong thing to say. Even, no matter she
no
upset
matter what,
me,
it was the wrong thing to say. I dig it.
Right. And I shouldn't have said it, but I was just upset, and I'm very sorry. I apologize to Denise on Twitter. I had a message sent to her, and I will say it now. I'm sorry, Denise, I ever said that. Nobody, I was just upset about what was said.
Right.
And, they cropped that 8-second video of me saying that. Mm-hmm. And right now, it's the pinned tweet of A1 Buckwheat with me saying I want to, that somebody should shoot people in the head on bury in the house with the Florida shooting hashtag and the name of my job. Okay?
Wow.
The name of my job with the Florida shooting, with me saying I want, or me saying somebody should shoot in the head, And this has been on her page since Valentine's Day. The very first thing you see on our page.
Wow.
She's put my boss's name in her tweets. She said that my husband is an illegal alien, and as of last night, he's getting deported. My husband was born and raised in Florida.
Right.
I mean, she doxed this other woman, Lisa Hinton, who's my friend, who speaks up for me. She put her charges on Twitter last night for whatever she had. I mean, this woman is sick.
Yeah.
Why would she ruin people's lives over the minutia of a housewife?
I don't know. It's very strange behavior from everybody concerned. I mean, I feel so badly for you and your husband, and I just don't understand it, I think. I really just don't get it. I mean, people have to realize this is a reality show. It's all scripted. It's all full of shit. There's no truth to it besides, besides how these women are portrayed. And I know the producers have a lot to do with that as well. It's like when like the Vanderpump Rules, how all these kids, all they do is drink shots and they're totally drunk and wasted the whole time. Like most of this is like scripted and, I don't know. I just don't get that people don't realize that, there's a real life out there where you got to go to work and you have to earn a living and have a family. And I can't believe people could actually mess with somebody's personal life over a reality show.
She calls CPS on families. There's this one girl that Shelly that she called CPS to open up an investigation. She calls the IRS on people. This is over Twitter nonsense.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure you have a
this
case.
Is who Siggy circles herself around.
Yeah.
This woman, Vinny Spina, allegedly. Google her. Google Vinny Spina from New Jersey, and look at all the horrible things that come up about this woman. She is not a good woman. She is not. She ruins lives. She's a disbarred attorney. She stole money from clients, and now she is a celebrity. Now she's a PR person to the stars. Now, Siggy refuses to say that that Siggy's part of, that Vinny is part of the payroll. I mean, just look at their timelines. I mean, it's all spelled out.
It's just unbelievable, John. Really, I cannot believe that you've been through this. And I mean, I do believe that you have recourse. I really do. I think you have a really good case because you have everything documented. You have proof. So I don't know why you're not getting an attorney. I'm sure there's an attorney out there that would love to take a pot shot at this, especially knowing if it's connected to a reality housewife.
The horrible thing about this is that this woman, she threatens with lawsuits. She slammed 3 cases of harassment against this one tweeter, Justice Brazile, who has who has a blog called The Iron Troll, and he constantly, alerts people to what's going on with her. 3 harassment charges. She files these harassment charges in the Patterson Municipal Court, where she has a connection, allegedly, and she's been getting away with this for years. For years, she's been. Listen. I am probably going to go down in so many flames for saying what I said tonight. I'm sure I will get slapped with some type of lawsuit because that's what she does. She goes to the municipal court in Patterson, even though there's no jurisdiction, because the only jurisdiction she has in Patterson is her husband's firm in Totowa, which is in Passaic County, which is Patterson.
Right.
Okay? Vinny doesn't live in Passaic. She lives in Bergen.
Right.
And one of the rules of disbarment is that you cannot have anything to do with any legal firm, recourse of any nature in any firm. So she's using allegedly using her husband's firm to post these harassment charges, and she's getting away with it. Like, there's so many people who are afraid to speak about her. I get DMs, 30, 40 DMs a day saying, people applauding me for this, but they can't